Hey, it's your girl Lushylush, and I'm live right here, broadcasting in Baltimore. We're live with the one and only, the Mr. Funny Man, the one and only Rodney Perry, man. The hostess with the mostest, man.
What's up, girl?
I'm excited to be here, right here with you, man.
Me too, me too. First of all, this we reconnecting.
Yeah.
We hooked up out in LA and had a great time meeting each other and bonding. And so when I got a chance to come closer, we made it happen. So I'm excited to chop it up with you today.
Definitely, and the thing about it is that I love him too because he's a cigar smoker. Shout out to all those
Right,
cigar
right.
smokers out there.
You gonna go grab a stick after this?
Definitely, and the other thing about it is that I just want to say you did a marvelous job at the Female Hip Hop Honors hosting, because I'm telling you, you took that show to new heights. Your
Wait till you
charisma.
see this live show. Though.
Okay.
When you see this tonight, you're gonna be like, okay, that's the real deal.
Definitely, and you came out here to Baltimore. You have you're on tour. You're doing this wonderful show tonight, and I definitely love the image on there. I was like, okay, is this Morpheus over here? This the new age Morpheus. He's taking
Halloween,
this, what I mean? So, but it's definitely hot. So, tell us the name of the comedy show that's going tonight, and how can they get tickets and all that stuff, because you're performing tonight, right?
Well, tonight we at the Baltimore Comedy Factory. We got 3 shows. So I don't know if y'all putting this up like right now. You can see it. Other than that, I'm gonna be gone. But I'm touring. I'm going all around the country. It's called the No More Mr. Nice Guy Tour, because basically Rodney Perry is a nice guy.
Yes, you are.
And people kind of take your kindness for weakness sometimes. So I'm not nice, but I'm not a game either. And so that's what the No More Mr. Nice Guy is. And I got my graphics guy who takes all these great images of people that's not so nice, and he puts me in those situations. So I'm excited about this tour.
Definitely. And another thing about, first of all, what inspired you to get into just comedy in general?
Well, life is about dreams. And I always wanted to be a comedian. My mom and them would have get-togethers at the house, and they used to listen to the records. Richard Pryor and, Eddie Murphy, Miles Mabley, Red Fox. And it was amazing to me how somebody on a record could captivate a room. And so I was always kind of into comedy that way. And I kind of found it as a love early on. I had a teacher in 2nd grade that would let me tell jokes at the end of the day if I would shut up throughout the course of the day. So, you just have your dream, and you just got to go for it at some point.
Another thing I want to ask you, how do you balance family life with being a comedian, being on the road so much? And you have some beautiful daughters and stuff, and I see your interaction with them online. I've seen them tie you up and stuff one time.
They're wild. It's a tough balance to balance your family, especially when you travel for a living. I have 6 children, 5 girls and a boy, and I got my children range from 25 to 4. So it's hard, but it's a necessary evil, and my children and my family understand this is what Daddy does to make a living. And so, but I try to maximize my quality time. Like when I'm at home, I try to be at home. And I've had to learn that over the years, because, this is a selfish endeavor. Whether you're a host or a comedian or actor, it requires you to give your undivided attention to it.
Exactly.
And so your family and things like that could fall by the wayside. So I've been lucky enough to navigate the treacherous entertainment waters and maintain my family, because without them, I would be nothing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, of just the industry in general, what do you feel is the hardest adversity that you feel you faced as a comedian first stepping into the game?
The toughest thing is this, and me and Mr. House, my road manager, we was talking about this the other day. This is the dilemma.
Okay.
You gotta make the dots connect for people. Like, there are people that know Rodney Perry, my name. There are people that know my face, and then there are people that know my act or what I do. So the day you can connect those dots, that's the day that's your first day as a superstar. And so my dilemma, and most talent, that's your dilemma, is to make those dots connect. And Monique's show gave me, 2 of those dots. It gave me face recognition and gave me a name, Rodney Perry. But there was a lot of people that were fans there that didn't know I was a comedian.
Wow.
And so I had to reintroduce myself to a lot of people that were fans of mine, but they were fans because they liked me acting silly with Monique. They didn't even know I was a stand-up. So I take that challenge, because that's what makes you appreciate the journey. So the toughest part is really connecting with the people, and I work on that tirelessly.
Definitely. And another question I want to ask you is just now that the whole social media has grown so vast at the moment, and you guys are actually the people that actually went and did the dirty work, did what you had to do in order to get recognition as a comedian. Now, when you see the balance is different now. The fact that you have young people now doing Instagram vines, and now they're becoming comedy groups and things like that. Is it kind of like frustrating, or is it kind of like how do you feel like on that part when you guys kind of went through the trenches, paid your dues, and now all of a sudden you throw up an Instagram, and now all of a sudden you're an overnight celebrity and you're a comedian now?
Well,
But is it different standing on stage and commanding a crowd versus being on Instagram?
yeah, it's a big difference, but I never hate. I never hate, man. I got my peers that get angry at the internet sensation. And, they ain't doing comedy and they didn't go to the clubs. Just what you said. But you know what? Every generation will spawn somebody new that's doing something different. Exactly. And so I embrace those guys, man. I rock with a lot of those DC Young Fly and B Dot and a lot of those people that's in the Atlanta area. Those guys, I try to give them my end of it. I try to give them mentorship because, I've seen people blow up, and you can't hate the game. You cannot hate the game because eventually the game will take care of you. If Rodney Perry would have stayed focused, I could have been an internet sensation. I was doing viral videos a decade ago, and it just was too much for me. So you got to respect the amount of work these guys are doing too, because when you're sleeping, guess what? They're shooting a video. Yes. So I respect the work. It takes a lot of work to come up with like even if you're doing 7 to 15 seconds of comedy, that's only 7, it's only 15 seconds. Maybe that's not a set. Maybe that's not 45 minutes, 50 minutes. But you created something that's going to last. And after you do that, you forget about it because you about to create something else. Exactly. That's gangster to me. So I respect them. But what I ask out of my internet sensations is don't take what you do and dismiss what I do.
Exactly.
And that's what's happening sometimes. You got guys out there claiming they're the funniest person on the planet. And dude, you ain't never been on stage. You can't rock a live show. That's when you start getting comedians to give you friction. And we all here for the same thing. If you make people laugh for a living, I respect you. Exactly. Bottom line.
Now, Rodney, people know you for acting. Tyler Perry's Big Family. Was it Big Family?
Big Happy Family.
Big Happy Family. And also, it's Meet the Browns. Was it Meet the Browns?
I did an episode of
Meet the Browns. He's definitely done a lot of films. Yeah. And they know you for acting. They know you for comedy. What don't your fans know about Rodney Perry?
Oh, great question. What don't my fans know? I'm super competitive. No more Mr. Nice Guy is not a stretch. I'm really not nice. If you've ever competed against me in anything, you know that I'm an asshole. Okay, I'm the worst. I will call you, like my friends who play dominoes. I will call you and berate you. If you play Madden, and you want some of this, no, it goes down. Okay, it's not a game. Definitely. I'm super duper competitive. That's what people don't know. I'm the ultimate competitor. I'm respectful, but then I'm very disrespectful.
Definitely challenge him. I dare you. Challenge him. Please, man, challenge him. Real talk. So, Rodney, you do a lot of stuff, and I know you also talk to the youth and stuff like that. What are some of the things you're involved with in regards to giving back to the community and things like that, or getting involved with?
Well, you got to give back, constantly. Most charity events, like I'm doing the AIDS awareness event at the end of November in Atlanta. It's a huge AIDS event, so I'm always giving back in terms of that. My personal charity that I'm working on, this is the thing. When you become a quote-unquote celebrity, everybody charity wants you to do something. So eventually you got to focus your energies. And I like mentorship. And so I'm working on my own nonprofit where we'll take mentees or people that desire to mentor people and put them with children that want to do that same thing. So if I had a kid that said, man, I really want to develop my own, I would hit Lushylush up and be like, I want you to mentor this particular kid. So it keeps you in your wheelhouse, and at the same time, a kid gets some really hands-on knowledge. So if I got a kid that wants to be a football player, I put him with a football player. I got a kid that wants to be a comedian, I put him with a comedian. So it's all about connecting those dots that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, it's definitely important to give back to the youth and teach this youth because, you're definitely a role model and example to a lot of people. And you definitely dropped some knowledge on me when we were in LA. I was like, man, he's really deep, man. Love me some Rodney, man. Definitely. And for the advice out there for the youth that are trying to get into the industry, just in business in general, because, you definitely have to know the business before you step into anything.
Absolutely.
What kind of advice would you give them?
Whether you're youth or you're a grown up, that we all lose our way sometimes. Just know that this thing that you're creating is your business. So you gotta get up early. Some people think because you're not working a 9 to 5 that you don't work. You still gotta work. You gotta get up when everybody sleep. You gotta grind. You gotta hustle. And then once you decide to do that, you can't quit. The only way you lose the game is to quit. That's it. It's people quit every day. Be the one that didn't quit. I'm not quitting. I'm too far up the road. I can't turn back.
Did you see that face he made? He's serious. So, Rodney, if they want to check you out, social media, websites, anything, how do they go about doing that?
I'm easy to find. RodneyPerry.com is my website, and the catch-all, you can go to the site. You can catch everything there. All my social media is either Rodney Perry or Rodney Perry Live. So that's everything. My Twitter is Rodney Perry. My IG and my Facebook are Rodney Perry Live. So you can find me over there.
Oh, somebody also asked me actually something else. They were asking, like, what was your wildest, like, groupie moment?
Wow. Okay. Well, wife, this is a great moment. Thank you, Lushylush.
I'll cut it out if it's too X-rated.
My wildest groupie moment. This is the thing. What's amazing is for somebody to want you just because you're you. For those of us that walk around, I ain't no great looking dude, first of all. I know that. So if somebody going, like,
You cute.
she's got a lazy eye. So, comics don't really get that. I like singers get that. Singers and rock stars and rappers, comedy groupies is totally different. Comedy groupies just be in the cut chilling like you funny. So the wildest thing, I think, I'll tell you what happened. I used to do this joke, and I'll tell a joke, whatever, and I turn to somebody in the audience and say, ma'am, pull your titty out. Show them what I'm talking about. And she did it. She was like, bloop. I was like, yo, son, do that again. I tried to get an Instagram. She wouldn't do it. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Your breast was incredible.
She did it for you, Rodney. She did it for you.
She did. Her areola was like big too. Like, you remember the old records, the 45? It was like it was dark skin, had bumps on it.
Oh,
it was incredible. It was so amazing. Thank you, lady, with the giant areola. You know who you are. That big.
Hope we see you again, areola.
Yes, we're looking forward to it. And then she had the little hairs on it.
Little hairs. He's getting really descriptive now. But
I think I choked on it.
oh my gosh! Stop it, Rodney. You're terrible. But Rodney, what do you see in the future with Rodney Perry, the brand? Because at one time comedians in general were just okay, it's comedy, but now as a comedian, you're a brand itself, your name.
Absolutely.
So what do you see for yourself with the brand?
Oh, we're always developing, different things. You got to take the things you like and make them into business. Mm-hmm. So, I like clothes. Mm-hmm. So, I'll probably develop some form of suit, or, I really wanted to get into the fashion business with ties. That's an easy way in, ties, bow ties, stuff like that. So that's coming down the pipe. We're working on something like that. And beyond that, you take the stuff you like. I smoke cigars, mm-hmm. So looking at blending a cigar specifically for me. So, it's some, Rocky Patel got the RP on lock, so I'm trying to rock my R or something on my label too. So yeah, we got some good stuff coming. But it's just like you said, the brand itself, you got to always be looking at yourself as a business, and you never know what that thing is going to be. So you just kind of got to be open. Like I'm developing TV shows now. I got a game show that I'm working on, and writing, and I got friends that produce, and so you're always just trying to take your brand, because you never know. Like I'm a comedian, I love comedy, but it could be something else that blow me up.
Yeah, but you're way beyond that, though.
I'm trying to get it.
You way beyond that.
I'm trying to get it, man. We kind of all close together. I just realized
Snuggie, what's going on here? Rodney play.
We got a real interview.
For real, it's about to go down. Let me stop playing. But
Your lip gloss is popping.
it's popping. I know. But anyway, and speaking about fashion, let me tell you something. Every time you see Rodney, he always has like a fly jacket, a fly outfit. And so, do you like style your own stuff, or like you have a stylist? Like, what's the deal?
Well, I mean, I don't like publicists and stylists. I don't really believe in. Okay, like don't get me wrong. I know some great publicists out there, and if you can afford it, it's a great thing to have. But I'm like, come on. And stylists, I had one lady, right? She wanted to style me, but a stylist is like a barber sometimes. You know how a barber comes to you, be like, "Hey, who cut you up, dog?" And you're like, "I thought my hair looked good," And so a stylist rolled on me like that. She was like, "Look, I want to style you. It looked like somebody's been making mistakes in your life," and I'm like, let me stop you right there. First of all, don't hate on somebody else's business to get business. Yeah. Just be cool and we can do business.
Exactly.
Because you don't know, I'm styling myself. So you dissing me. You don't even know you dissing me. And I get compliments on my wardrobe all the time. So you need to chill. I was upset with her. I really got mad with her. But she got it, and we actually reconnected later on. She was like, "You know what? Thank you for what you told me that day, because people think it's not personal, but you don't diss somebody else's work trying to get work."
Exactly.
And so that's my issue. But generally, I know my sense of style. I'm flashy yet conservative. So my suits and stuff is generally gonna be pretty. My mom always say dress classic. Exactly. So I usually go classic lines. You're not going to see me with whatever the fad is. I don't have no orange jeans. I don't have no skinny jeans, because that's a fad to me. But you'll catch me with classic stuff, classic colors. And then what I like to flash is like jewelry and stuff like that. So I might wear a nice ring or something like that. That's usually my flash. And I'm colorblind, so I can't really mess with colors. If you ever see me in something crazy, just pull me to the side and be like, "Did you know that was orange?" I'll be like, "I did not." My bad.
I can't mess with Rodney. It's always a pleasure meeting you, and your wonderful spirit, and I wish nothing but success for you and everything you do. And don't act like a stranger, because I will beat you.
I don't know how to act crazy. I don't know how to act no way but this. I am super duper consistent. That's all I ask out of anybody. That's what I love about you. From the time we first opened the mic and started talking to each other, you were just a consistently nice person. We met just chilling on the joint, just outside, just kicking it. And now here we are, months later, and your face is beat, and it looks great.
Thank you.
The hair is tight.
Thank you.
Man, come on, man.
Thank you, man.
This is the best time I had in the hotel room, my clothes on.
Well, once again, it's your girl, Lushylush, and make sure you support Rodney Perry. He's a wonderful spirit, great comedian, funny man. And also, don't forget to follow him on Instagram, Rodney Perry Live. And
hey, this your boy, Rodney Perry. I'm on the Lushylush show, and I'm giving a shout-out. That's right. Oh, how you going to be next to me when I shout you out? What the hell? She just enjoying the shout-out, like, yes. I'm here with Lushylush. Lush in the house, all up in your mouth. Hey, Lush Radio Online is going down. It's your boy, Rodney Perry. I listen, so you ain't doing shit else. That's the commercial.